Well, Israeli forces have killed a young Palestinian near Ofer Prison in the occupied West Bank. A number of other Palestinians were injured during fighting in the town of Betunia in the early hours of Thursday morning. Earlier, a man was shot in the foot by Israeli forces before the release of prisoners from Ofer. The Palestinian Prisoners Society say that Israeli forces and settlers have killed at least 245 Palestinians in the occupied West Bank since October the 7th. Let's get more on this now from Zein Basravi. He joins us from Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. Zein, what more do you have?
Well, what we can confirm is that in the last 24 hours so far this morning, 45 more Palestinians, new detainees, are now in Israeli custody from raids that have been ongoing overnight throughout the occupied West Bank, mostly during raids in Biddo in the occupied West Bank near Jerusalem. And we are expecting those numbers to perhaps rise in the coming hours because there are raids ongoing in Tubas, in Jericho, as well as Bethlehem. But the flashpoint at the moment is Tulkarem, the city and the camp. There is a heavy military presence, Israeli forces on the ground with search dogs going from house to house, drones flying low over the city and over the camp. It really sounds very similar to the raids we saw in Jenin yesterday that resulted in several deaths, were heavy-handed, and lasted for hours. Tulkarem now seems to be the next target of Israeli forces here in the occupied West Bank. This will no doubt be a major issue that is raised by Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas during his meeting, which is expected later today as part of a visit with Antony Blinken, the U.S. Secretary of State. Now, the American government, the White House, Blinken himself, they've been looking to Mahmoud Abbas's government, to the Palestinian Authority, as a potential governing body for Gaza in a post-war Gaza. But the fact of the matter is that the trust of the Palestinian people in Mahmoud Abbas and his government, the trust of the people, the credibility of his government have all been under question well before the war began. Those poll numbers have fallen through the floor in recent weeks. So how much credibility they bring to the table going forward remains a question mark, but no doubt it will be a topic of discussion during his meetings later today, expected around 11:30 GMT, 1:30 local time.
All right, Zein, back with you for that and much more besides, I imagine. Zein Basravi, thanks a lot. Thank you.